How do you make a DIY suet feeder? Have you ever wondered how to create a simple suet feeder that attracts a variety of birds to your backyard? Making a DIY suet feeder is not only easy but also a fun project that can bring joy to both you and the birds. Let's get into the details of how to make one. First, you will need a few materials. A log or a container will serve as the base for your feeder. A wooden log is great because it resembles natural tree trunks. You can also use a plastic container or even an old coffee mug. Next, gather your suet mixture. This typically includes rendered animal fat, such as beef suet or lard, along with peanut butter and other bird-friendly ingredients like cornmeal, flour, or birdseed. You will also need a drill with drill bits if you are using a log. A screw or another hanging mechanism is essential to hang the feeder from a tree. If you want to make it more inviting, consider adding small sticks or branches for perches. Now let's go through the steps to create your suet feeder. Start by preparing the suet mixture. Melt the animal fat and peanut butter together over low heat until they are well combined. Then, stir in your other ingredients, ensuring the mixture is thick but still pourable. Next, prepare your feeder container. If you are using a log, drill a hole at one end for the screw and several smaller holes for the suet. If you are using a container, simply fill it with the suet mixture. Once your feeder is ready, pour the suet mixture into the holes or container. If you are using a log, fill each hole about 1 inch deep. If you want to add perches, attach small sticks or branches to the feeder now. After the suet has solidified, it is time to hang your feeder. Use the screw or your chosen hanging mechanism to secure it to a tree branch. Make sure it is placed in a visible area where you can enjoy watching the birds feed. Suet feeders are particularly useful during winter months when natural food sources become scarce. They attract a variety of birds, including woodpeckers, chickadees, and nuthatches. By placing your DIY suet feeder in your backyard, you create a welcoming space for birds and get to enjoy the beauty of birdwatching right from your home. So gather your materials and start crafting your suet feeder today.